What's going on, everybody? It's May 3rd. Hope you're doing well. So imagine getting taken to the big house for selling magic cards. Well, that's exactly what happened to this man. He was just trying to run his business, and they decided, oh, you're not allowed to do that, and they decided to haul him away because he just wanted to keep making money. So everything going on right now is kind of a problem for small businesses. That's a fact. There's just, they're in a lot of trouble. This is why you're seeing a lot of them close their doors. I've been talking about the comic book industry quite a bit over the past couple of weeks because there's a lot of comic book shops that have closed. I just learned of another one the other day that shut down because of everything going on right now. They can't afford to pay their bills, So this guy, he didn't want to shut down. He eventually did close his store to browsing and decided, he would do curbside service. And they popped him anyway, even though the state's order allows you to do curbside service. And in fact, he ended up getting off, and we're going to get to that in a second. But I think this is overreaching, and I think it's abuse of power. I hate how things are running. Like Amazon's allowed to run right now, but this man can't sell magic cards. I think it's very biased. Like the people that are really getting hurt right now are small businesses. And when all this is done, it's like the small businesses are going to dry up if this goes on forever. And all that's going to be left is big box. Are we going to just all eat at Taco Bell like Demolition Man? Is that going to be how it is? It's just we're going to have big box stores that are left? I don't want that. But that's what's going to happen. So this guy couldn't even do curbside service. And there's a lot of questions about this. So every state does things a little bit differently. So, the comic book industry is coming back. What about those shops, and I've discussed this before, that can't do anything? So this is a mess. But let's go over the Post's report here real quick. The owner of a Florida gaming shop was arrested for floating a safer at home order multiple times when selling collectible card games to customers, authorities said. Galen Trent Wood, who runs Kitchen Table Games in Pinellas Park, was taken into custody Thursday at his business following multiple complaints that the store was still open despite being non-essential business subject to the lockdown orders, says the local sheriff. What a bunch of snitches. So a bunch of snitches saw this guy running. Ooh, gotta shut him down. Ooh, gotta shut that magic card shop down. I love how we're breeding a culture of snitching. The best example was in New York where the mayor started a snitch line and everybody was sending him nasty pictures and stuff like that. That was great. That's how it should be. Everyone's snitching on each other. So while conducting the compliance check, deputies observed the business to be open, watched employees interact with customers, and noted Kitchen Table Games to be operating as a non-essential business, deputies said in a statement. And this is where it's not very clear to me if they were doing curbside service or not. Said they were interacting with customers. Well, if they're doing curbside service, be it that this is a game store, I would imagine, they need to take your money and then hand you the stuff. That would be some form of interaction, but you could do that and still do social distancing and all that stuff. So I'm a little confused on this. So I think after reading a bunch of different stories on this, they were doing curbside. I don't know if they were actually going into the store because some reports say they are. Either way, I really don't care. I'm all for opening things back up. That's my opinion. I know not everybody agrees with that, but I'm just telling you how I feel. So some reports say they were doing curbside and delivery. Some don't say that. I'm going to assume that they were doing curbside, which you're allowed to do. But apparently the people that are supposed to be enforcing this had no idea, and they were just shutting everybody down. So anyway, we'll get to the report update in a second. So investigators had responded to the store, which sells collectible card games like Magic: The Gathering and Dragon Ball Super, after getting tips from the public on several occasions, aka snitches. Beginning on April 3rd, the most recent complaint was filed on Thursday, deputies said. Wood 36 received warnings from deputies at least 5 times and would become argumentative with them on each occasion when refusing to shut his doors, authorities said. would again refuse to close his business Thursday. He was taken into custody on charges of operating a non-essential business and traveling to operate a non-essential business. So you're not even allowed to travel to your... It's so stupid. So he's going to fight it. Told him 100%, and he did fight it. So he ended up getting off. He didn't get in any trouble, but he still went to jail. He still has his mugshot. All the stories that cover this all have this picture of him in an orange jumpsuit and, you know, not looking his best, right? Who has the best mugshot? Nobody. So he's staying here. If I were him, he should sue. You know, this is damaging to his reputation. And I think he should go after him because he shouldn't have been shut down anyway. He was doing curbside service, as far as I can tell, and they just wanted to shut him down, even though you're allowed to. So they didn't charge him, which is good because I personally don't think he was doing anything wrong. So state attorney will not charge the Pinellas Park business owner who violated the Safer at Home order in April. On May 2nd, the state attorney said after conducting an investigation, Wood will not be charged. And the rest of the article just goes on to talk about what I just said. Now, one thing that's not in this article, but was in a different one, is they said that one of the reasons the lawyers got him off is because in the governor's own order, it says businesses that can do curbside and delivery are encouraged to do so. And it seems like they got him off based on that, and he's fine now. So I'm sure he's going to continue to do curbside and delivery, which, you know, I recommend. I think it's stupid that you can't at least do that. I think it's dumb to be locked down completely like we are in the first place. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you disagree with me. It's okay if you do. But I do think you should be allowed to do something to keep yourself afloat. And that appears to be what he was doing. And because of that, and because of some miscommunication and people not knowing what's going on, they decided to take this man and lock him up and embarrass him, because this is his face now on the internet, I'm sure. More than likely, if you look him up, that's the picture that you're going to get, and that's never going to go away. All because the man wanted to sell some magic cards. That's so ridiculous. The times we live in now are crazy. Crazy stuff. So, you know, I just don't agree with this. Like I said, I think it's ridiculous that you can order stuff on Amazon, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, but this man's not allowed to sell his cards. You know, a store is not allowed to sell comic books. I just think it's ridiculous. If you want to sell your stuff and you can abide by everything going on and do it lawfully, even though I think they should lawfully be able to be open, you should be fine. You should be okay. So glad that he got off. I hope he goes after them with a suit. He should. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me your thoughts. What do you think about this? I'm sure the comment section will be full of some good ideas. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Also, throw a like up if you would. Share the video. Make sure you still subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.